Hey guys, hope you're having a brilliant day. Hope everything's well. Welcome to the YTK weekly recap. I was going to go through the shorts that I took on EURUSD just so that I can give you a bit more insight on the reasons why I took this specific short, and also the price action concepts and levels of price that I actually use on a consistent basis, and just give you a bit more of an understanding of why I've actually taken this significant trade. So let's get right into it. As you can see on price, on a weekly, I managed to find a stop run where price managed to raid this significant high at the 1.11900 level. It must have ran up into EQ of the weekly block, dipped into the zone and immediately rejected. I managed to mark out particular key pivot zones where price found support, resistance, 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 support. So it gave me a little bit more inclination to understand which type of price levels to look at. But this was a very key level for me of the 1.11 region. And actually the 1.10600, sorry. This was a key pivot zone. As you can see, price found support here, resistance, support, resistance, the whole shebang. So, and you can see this was the break in market structure, which the confirmed lower low of price occurred. And obviously, when you're looking at structure of price, you want to consider the aspects of order flow where you're looking at lower highs and lower lows. The price wants to create a lower low, a lower high, create a lower low. So I was anticipating a lower high into strictly a key daily demand zone, daily supply zone. So I was expecting to come to EQ of the level. So around the 1.10800 is a key level for me, and my validations was the 1.11200 level. So about a good 35-40 pips was going to be my validation. These were the liquidity lows of price which I was anticipating to be taken, which was my target, which was the 1.09800 level, and also towards the very liquidity low, which is probably looks like where it's heading at the moment once I show you the actual chart of EURUSD. And I'm going to show you the after picture, and you can see price immediately found key support of the demand zone, this down candle prior to up move. Price managed to create a swing low fractal and pushed price back up straight into the key demand zone, had an aggressive reaction of that significant price level right into the pivot zone of the 1.10600 level, and immediately just sold off aggressively and managed to take out this significant low, and it's probably gunning for the next September and October 2019 lows. So that's what I'm expecting on price. And I want to go through actually on a chart how I came to that particular bias, and just give you a bit more understanding of how I actually came across these significant levels from the monthly down to the H4. So let's get right into it. As you can see already, you can see that price managed to maintain its bearish order flow, and you're looking at price creating a lower low in price, managed to create a lower high, price managed to create a lower low. So what I was anticipating, price creating a lower high, was the next lower low. So I managed to pick out the liquidity lows, which was delineated from the September and October. So the 1.1, I think it's the 1.088 level. So 1.088 level. So this was the break in market structure where price closed below the liquidity low. Managed to break MS to the downside, closing below this low of the 1.11070. This is where price comes into EQ of the monthly OB. So this bearish supply zone, price dips into the level, takes out these highs and managed to aggressively reject back down. Marked out the monthly open of price where you have the 1.10900. This is where price managed to break below that significant level on price. I still think, to be fair, actually, this is going to be the next downside target for E for me, but that's for future reference. So I was going to mark out that one. I went down straight to the weekly, and I saw this is pre the price action before this actually the next weekly kind of even occurred. So let me try and take it out. Perfect. This is what price was looking for me at the time. So I kind of noticed that price managed to create a stop run above these liquidity highs. So this 1.1199 level managed to get raided. Basically, the 1.12 level managed to get raided, and there was a very powerful technique when you have a stop run into a key supply zone, into a block. Price managed to create a swing high fractal. Pushing price lower, breaking structure to the downside, confirming the lower low, where price closed below the liquidity low, below the 1.11750. So we have the confirmed lower low. This was the up candle prior to the down move. I wanted price to be able to come into the weekly block. So this was my actually anticipation of it come to the supply zone. So price dipped into the supply zone, and this was the liquidity low which I marked out. So you have stops pending below this significant level of sell side liquidity at the 1.09800, and the next lower level of the 1.088. So this is where I'm expecting the lower high structure to be confirmed, and I was looking for a distribution to the downside. I managed to mark out the open of price where I was expecting price to find key support off this particular zone. When price managed to break structure to the downside, this is the up candle prior to the down move. So this is the key supply zone which I marked out in price. However, this was also the level, this down candle prior to the up move. This is what I knew was going to ignite a retracement for the swing low fractal to be able to occur. And I knew it was going to find key support off that level. And when the price managed to retrace back into the 1.10900 level, I was expecting price to find key resistance in that zone. And in a H4, managed to mark, this was the up candle prior to the down move, so I marked out a H4 block. My validations was literally just above the block. So if you want to scale down to the hourly, this is where the hourly block was. This is where the price found support at H4. If you wanted to be able to compound, you have price break below break structure to the downside. You see this breaker? This is a stop run straight into the H4 block. This is the down candle prior to up move. Price broke structure to the downside, confirmed lower low, retested the zone, and managed to sell off aggressively. So you can see that these type of levels on price will have a tendency to be respected quite nicely. So you can see how price immediate reaction, very, very beautiful reaction straight off our level. And you can immediately see how price immediately reacted. So it's quite nice. We managed to get out a little bit earlier than anticipated because my risk to reward, I wanted a significant lower price. I was more than happy to be able to get out there, and my psychology didn't actually carry me towards lower targets. I should have probably held or shaved, but you always got to stick to the trading plan. And this was a very, very nice rate or level of ranges that I was using, where I was expecting for each SNR zone to be respected quite cleanly. So even at the moment, this is going to be the next level in price. So I'm expecting price to be able to, for example, find key support over here. And you have a fractal, and we could get a retracement back up, and I'll probably look for further sales aligning with the flow of price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video anyway, and I hope you guys had a brilliant week in the market. I'm going to quickly actually pull up, see if I can pull up one of my PDFs actually, to be fair, from the weekly watch list that I sent out to the group. Okay, this is one of the PDFs actually, to be fair, that I sent out to one of the groups in the thingy. It was EURUSD short. So you have this is all where that I sent out to the group on a weekly basis. So this is, as you can see, this is where everything was about. So this is where I dropped everything. So you can clearly see the fact that the before and afters is all there. And I took the trading scene on social media anyway. And it was good to know the fact I managed to secure my risk to reward. I managed to secure the profit for the week. And yeah, hopefully more better trades to come in and start off February on a strong note. And also just continue after a terrible January where nothing was going right. It's quite nice to get a decent trade in and manage to be able to kick on for the rest of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a brilliant week in the market. Nothing but love as always.